Hey, Tara, can you hear me? It's not going to be an actual test. I mean, I'll just continue the live stream and relabel it whip. Just let me know if you can hear me. I'm having all kind of issues this morning. Hey, Sketty. Everybody can hear me good now, right? Sounds awesome. Because it's Bitcoin. You see, so I was live through the YouTube app whip, and the problem was only my webcam mic was picking me up, not here. It didn't sound as good. I couldn't figure it out. I come over to StreamYard, boom, everything fires up like it should. Originally, it was supposed to be live through Rumble. I created a live stream. I scheduled it. I come out this morning. I go into it. It's not there. I can't figure out how to go live. It's been nothing but one problem after the other this morning. This is why I like having StreamYard was always my favorite, but they got ridiculous on their pricing. It's ridiculous how much they want for you to stream. You can do the free version, which is what I'm going to have to do, but I won't be able to do to multiple platforms. It is what it is. Restream's okay, but you have to pay money to them to stream to two different platforms. Well, no, their free version lets you go through two different platforms. Um, so it does sound better, doesn't it? This headsets are awesome. So I'm probably just going to go back to Restream. I'd love to stay on StreamYard. It's awesome, but they want way too much money to multi-stream. So I'll just either do this or I'd like to go through the YouTube app, but I can't figure out how to get my headset to connect to it. I'll figure it out. One problem after the other. If your voice sounds like Corinthian leather would sound if Corinthian leather. I have no idea what you're talking about, sir. Anyways, we'll just do this for this morning. Sorry about the mess. Didn't even get a chance to get my coffee. Very excited about that. Gotta wake up the bird, for God's sakes. So, banners are going. Been a while since I've been on here. So, we are just streaming to YouTube. But at least my headset's working. I'll figure it out. I just get mad about shit stuff. I use Streamlabs. Streamlabs, it's Ultra Planet. You know, I've played around with Streamlabs. I've played around with them all Aquascapes. I'm not a fan of Streamlabs. I don't like how it's set up. I do like, yeah, StreamYard's my favorite. Um, but if I want to stream to multiple platforms, you have to pay a ridiculous amount of money. So I got rid of them. Restream's free account lets you stream to two platforms, which is probably what I'm just going to have to go back to. Because I can stream to Rumble. I just can't see the Rumble's chat through StreamYard. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I texted Tommy this morning. And he got back to me, but he already told me where to go through Rumble, and he said it should be there. My stream that I scheduled was not there. What's up, June? I don't have patience for this kind of crap. I'm the kind of guy that likes to go, A to B as fast as possible. I don't want no fluff in between. I don't want hurdles. I don't want hoops. I just want to go from here to here. When I have hurdles and hoops, I get mad. I never had issues to StreamYard ever. Or Restream was good too. There was an old commercial that Ricardo, I don't know who that is, used to do. Rich, I don't. What was that from the '70s? Whip. How loud? Do I sound loud enough through here? I got the volume jacked up all the way for the input, but I don't know. I can tell. Chill. You were help going. That's got to be from the '70s or something. Way back in the '70s or something. I was born in a cool area, '82, but I was not born in the '70s. I was said, too bad you don't have Oscars. I took that as permission. Ha! maybe the 80s. I would just go live through the YouTube platform because I do like that free 1080p you get, um, and it's native integrated right into the app. I don't know. StreamYard's probably my favorite. Okay, thank you. I will be back. Let me go make some coffee real quick. I'll be back. Appreciate you guys, and we're going to talk about some stuff. We're going to talk about this shit and other stuff. Talk to you. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. If you go anywhere, I'll put a centipede in your bed. All right, we're back. I apologize. I also got a piece of pizza that we ordered last night. Wally's Freshwater Aquatics. Jim's Fish. Oh, maybe we're talking about some stuff. We got 15. All right, very cool. Yeah, so issues. I don't know. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting excited for Christmas. This is my favorite time of the year. One of my favorite times of the year. And we're going to have a good Christmas this year. Can't just say the Oscar. Need tank. Ex roommate to question whatever. If you guys are chatting. Media assets. Oh, they changed. Oh, yeah. So, what are you guys getting into today, anyways? Good Lord. I just wish StreamYard went and I got stupid. Johnny No Shoes, good to see you, buddy. What are you guys doing for Christmas? You going anywhere? You staying at the house? Tara says I worked out last night, so I'm going to sleep after your show. You can go to sleep. You don't have to wait for me. You worked and then you worked out. So just coming in saying hello, and hit that like button. That helps too. You don't have to stay on for me. I really don't. My original setup for Rumble that I had this scheduled to, which was also going to cast to YouTube, was a show and tell. But now I'm just all messed up. Hey, Gary, it's good to see you. Merry Christmas to you, sir. I didn't see you. That's what I was. Tired sex excited. So, we could just carry the show and tell over to this one, I guess. So, anybody that wants to come up and show their tanks, there it is. That's what the stream is about. We get some new people up in here, and that wants to come up, show their tanks, talk about it. Hey, Adam. Good to see you, buddy. Appreciate you coming in. Is that the clickable link? It didn't go blue. Can you guys actually click on it? And also, one thing I was wondering about you, I'm sure most of you saw my FU series shorts I've been putting out, getting a lot of positive feedback on those. They're funny. Wanted to get your thoughts or see if anybody saw it. Didn't see them, likes them, hates them. Most people seem to enjoy it. It's all in comedy. I got one scheduled for today too that I'm going to do. That link I put in the chat, is it clickable? Hey, Peplin, good to see you. Appreciate you coming in. Yes, it's a link, and it works. Okay, thank you. There's my wife. Morning. You got to come out here and get your bird. I tried to open the door, and she would not let me open it without her coming out. And I had a coffee tucked in here and this in my hand, and I had to get through the door. She's uncovered. You're going to have to let her out. She's a spicy wench. So I wonder. Salient, you have to do one as Burt from Smoking and Bandit. Yes, June always says I looked a little bit like Burt Reynolds. I'll do it, June. I'll do it. That sounds good. Lots of options with these. They're going to be funnier as they go on. And I do have a hairy chest. Not as hairy as his, but I'll have to look at some Burt Reynolds clips from Smoking the Bandit and put something together. Oh, rude. So rude. Whip. Oh, you bastard. Just yeah, I can't. Yeah, lots of people can't. Skitty. That's been an ongoing problem for a lot of people. No idea what it is. I'm pretty sure it's on YouTube side. I can't comment on a lot of your shorts, but some I can, and vice versa. So that's been going on for a while. I don't know what's going on with it. Johnny likes it. It's fun. I have fun doing it. It's something different. But that one got over 2,000 views, and I wasn't expecting that. When I was talking about, do your research, I think it was that one. It's fine. It's something different to do. But all in comedy. I wanted to do one with Northfin Foods, but I wanted to check with Darius first because he's sponsoring me. Some people don't want to be associated with kind of stuff like that. So I checked with him if it was okay to do something with his food, and he okayed that. He's fine with that. So we're going to be doing something with Northfin Foods too. Oh, good, because that's the whole point right there. Whip, want to make everybody laugh about it. I think my favorite's the one I get down on the floor and talk about the Windex. We can't comment on your shorts, and yet good day to that. Yet good day to. I don't know what that means, June. Hey, Garcia. F you. It's funny. I actually got some subscribers from it. For some reason, after you hit 1,000 subscribers, it no longer tells you who subscribes to your channel. And that went away. Now I'm actually getting notifications saying, hey, you got some new subscribers. So I actually gained subscribers from those and from names I've never seen before. So, it's just trying things and having fun doing it. The main thing is it's something I've been wanting to do for a while. I'm having fun doing it. And that's what's the most important. Who's that? Well, it's good to see you here. It's fun. So we'll keep good at those. I got lots of good ideas for those. Oh, that's crazy, Skitty. That was good timing. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. What a messed up morning. Yeah, if you get up early, I tell you, better go back to sleep. I'll open her door. I'll sneak in there and get her door open. Yeah. Well, you got big tanks. If I could have 300 up all tanks, I'd do that too. But I don't know. I still say my favorite size is 125 gallon. It's manageable. You got lots of options. Um, but the bigger the better. The first one had perfect time. I don't know. It's just struck me right. Well, that's good. 300, it's still there, Garcia. I haven't got the glass yet. I got the silicone, but once I get the glass purchased, I got to wait. Now I have to wait. I might as well wait till spring, summer, because in order for me to reseal this tank, I need to be able to open the garage door because that silicone stinks like vinegar. And I need to be able to air out, right? So I can't sit in here and work on it in this enclosed space. So I'll probably wait till like summertime when I can open the door up and have more room to work, not have to worry about the cold air coming in. Springtime, when it starts warming up, will probably be the best, so it's not so hot, it's not so cold. And I'll get that thing delivered, get it in here, and get to work on it. Nah, she's just not a morning person. Whip. If you didn't know, Whip, Salient Feathers, this is my wife. But most keep bigger vanity of fish. Vanity of fish. I have 4. So, but the biggest thing is the odor, the smell. I need to be able to have that garage door open to work on that aquarium. So I'm gonna have to wait. So it's all right. Just gives me more time to save my money up, and collect the money from YouTube, and get it done. Mornings are for sleeping. They is. Butter it up, Skitty. The glue smell, the silicone, it's vinegary. It tells you right on those too. It's got a lot of if you have silicone, that vinegar smell is the curing agent in it, and it's you have to have it. There's no getting around it, but it is strong. We've all smelled it. So, like I said, I'm gonna have to make sure that I can have that garage door open. Let me see what Whip says here. I figured wife or daughter, otherwise it's a little presumptuous to tell them it's okay to go back to bed. Make the bed. So definitely had some startup issues today. We'll get it figured out. I get mad. Let's see Garcia said up here. I missed something. I'm debating if I should do more live streams or just videos. I mean, you got to do it all, Garcia. I mean, you definitely have to do all the aspects to have a well-rounded channel. Your posts, your shorts, your videos, your lives. I stopped doing videos unless a company sends me something to do a review on, or I can find something that actually adds value. Then I'll do a video. Since my last tiger video I put out, I haven't heard from Nicole since. Because there's no video that I can share with you guys about anything that you don't already know. So I'm waiting until I figure out something that actually adds value, or I get a company sends me something to do a review on. Other than that, it's 2 live streams a week. Now, it all helps you. I don't care if you put a video out and gets 5 views. It's still 5 views for your channel. Same with shorts. So I'm just going to do my FU shorts every day, 2 live streams a week, and that's it. And I'll tell you what, I have already made more money and more views just doing it that way. I'm not eating nothing right now, but I have a piece of pizza down here that I take a bite off every once in a while. But I mute because no one wants to hear somebody chewing on. So you got to go to the bank and go to the new. All right, buddy, be safe. Appreciate you. Garcia coming in from Florida. And that's my thing too. I want to do more things and have value. Yeah. I'm not going to just put a video out to put a video out. That becomes a chore. It's not fun. My heart's not into it. So I changed my channel to do it the way I want to do it. 2 live streams a week, shorts. That's it. I love to hear people chewing and talking with a full mouth of food. I hate it. I hate the sound of somebody chewing with a passion. I hate that noise. It's insta rage for me. Yeah. Insta rage. Whispering too. I hate the sound of people whispering. It drives me up the wall. I insta rage. Speak normal. If food flies out of his mouth, it's a bonus. So at work, there's a guy. Super nice. Very nice guy, one of the nicest guys in the world. I have a hard time, but when he comes up and talks to you, he's a close talker. I can't even stand a close talker for a little bit. But the problem with this fella is spit comes out of his mouth every time he's talking to you. So I'm doing the whole, yeah, yeah, right. Trying to back up, right? Little by little. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me go get a mask real quick. I think my breath's bad. But the whole time he's talking, spittles come off. He's just one of them guys spits when he talks. Can't stand it. So I'm trying to back away. Yeah, I hear you. Right, right. And then the third problem with him is he's a big talker. Like he'll keep going and going and going and going. One of them guys. So it's like very hard to get away from him. And I don't know. Hey, Mad Max, good to see you, buddy. Appreciate you coming in. Tara says, I hate when people chew food and gum with their mouths open. I also hate when people crinkle bags for an extended period of time like the bag is closed. What are you doing? Yeah. Yeah. Pet peeves. Let's talk about some pet peeves, the things we hate. Close talker. That stupid show had some good points. Never seen it. I have the spit when I talk to F and hate it, but it's not something correctable able that I know of. Yeah, I mean sometimes people just can't help it. I get it, but if you're going to be that way, and if you know that about yourself, don't get this close to somebody when you're talking. I mean, when COVID was around, this guy was doing this to me. It's like, bro. Garcia says, no, I'll be getting some gift cards to give the family and the fish. Cool, Garcia. Sarah, okay, you talking to Sketty. So it's like chewing with your mouth open, close talkers that spit, um, whispering. I don't know what it is about the whispering voice. I can't stand the sound of a whisper, especially when there's two people whispering to each other. It's just like in school, when you were in school, it's the worst. All I wanted to do was get up, grab my textbook, and bam. You want to talk, go out in the hallway. If anybody wants to come up, here's the link again to just talk, whatever you want to do. Lovebirds are the worst. Lovebirds? Yeah. I said people scratch their armpits. Why? That's not bad. I mean, sometimes they get itchy. I don't mind that. Rearranging the crotch is not pretty. That has to be done, though. That's just one of the things you can't avoid. That's got to be done. Every once in a while, one of the pieces escape off to the side. You gotta, it's just, it has to be done. I call it fluff. Gotta fluff. Hey, up. Did you just that Max? Did you just become a member, or did you get a gifted one? One of the pieces escaped. Daniel Ingalls, that time is here. Live stream. Hey, Daniel. Yeah, you came in at the perfect time. I was having a lot of issues this morning getting started. So I just went quickly back to StreamYard and got it going. It's not an actual test. I'll fix the edit and the live. I could probably do that right now. Let's just do this. Let's talk. Save it. There. No more test. What time is here? Oh, that. Oh, I read that. So, not real birds. Yeah, I got you. Love birds. I know what you meant, June. Yeah, dude. Noticed you had 3 new videos. Yeah, So originally I was supposed to go live through Rumble. I created it. I scheduled it. Had the thumbnail up there and everything. 3 days ago, I think I set that up. Come in here today to get on there and go live. Can't figure out how to go live. Texted Tommy. He guided me through where to find it, where it's supposed to be. It was not there to click and go live on. So I got rid of that. I said, screw it. I'll just go live through the YouTube app. Went through YouTube, set one up real quick. My headset would not connect. It was only hearing me through the mic on my webcam, which is okay, but it doesn't sound as good as it does through this headset. It really gets rid of the background noise. You can hear me better. It's crisp. I've watched my live streams. I go back and I've seen the difference. These are way better. So that made me mad. Stop that. Came back to StreamYard. We're good to go. Whips World pet peeves. Two off the top of my head are when you tell me without even knowing me that you don't understand when telling me a story. I didn't even think about it like that, Whip. Top of my head are when you tell me without even knowing me that you don't understand, even telling me a story. Makes sense. All right, cool, P-Tag. Another will say, it's the worst when something irritating happens. I'm here to tell you, no, it's not. Yes. Like when somebody stubs their toe, Whip, that's the worst, man. It's the worst. Let me ask you this, Whip. When you get Pizza Hut pizza, do you get stuffed crust or do you not get your crust stuffed? Raisin says stepping on Lego and bare feet is the worst. That is nasty. An extension cord plug, same thing. No, it doesn't. It's delicious. And I'll tell you when it's better. Now, you write this down and take notes. Put it in the fridge. The next day when it's cold, it tastes so much better. I don't know what it is with that, but the stuffed crust cold, so good next day. FYI, just so you know, your Rumble stream did go live for 60 seconds or so. Yeah, I know. I went live and I was on there because I had to create a new one. I'll get it figured out. Mexicali likes pan pizza. Yep. They like pan crust is good. The flaky, crispy stuff, so good. Stepping on cats is worse. Yeah, they're going to let you know. So we know Mad Mex likes pan pizza. I like my stuffed crust and thin crust. I'm a big fan of thin crust pizza. Stuffed crust does not suck. It's delicious. Eat it cold the next day, it's even better. With ranch on it. I put ranch on everything. Barbie shoes underfoot. Ooh, Barbie shoes. Hey, Mel. Whip says, I don't, but if stuffed and someone offers it to me, I'm not going to turn it down. You're saying with me, pizza is probably my favorite food. I have a hard time saying no to any pizza. Stepping on rusty nail. I actually did that once when I was a kid. I stepped on a big 16 penny nail. I had to go get the old tetanus shot. But stepped on many more after that. We don't have any of those fancy pizza places middle of nowhere. We get pizza at the gas station, fried chicken, pizza ranch. Chicken at Pizza Ranch. That sounds good. We got some nice ones around here. We always like ping pong between Elizabeth's Pizza and Pizza Hut. All very good. Gotta have negative. Raisin negative. If you like jalapenos, then you. All right. I'm just gonna say it. And it's not because they're hot. I don't like the taste. I know. Yeah. I can't remember when I had my last tetanus shot. Tara says when I order pizza from Pizza Hut, I get a hand tossed crust, cheese, and pepperoni with buffalo sauce. Mmm. You know I'm messing with you. It cracks me up that Pizza Ranch. It cracks me up that Pizza Ranch pizza sticks. What are you saying, Skitty? So, what's your guys' favorite food? Like, what's your favorite thing to eat? This is a conversation I never really had with you guys. I don't mind spicy food, but spicy food does not like me. I get terrible reflux. Bad. And buffalo chicken dip was one of my favorites, but it literally took my Crohn's disease out of remission. And I was on a pill, keeping it in bay at the time. Well, I had some buffalo chicken dip that I made. Frank's red hot sauce, the whole bit, the what you call it, cheese, chicken, so good. Took me out of remission. I had to get on Humira. So I can't do spicy. Mel likes the shorts. Appreciate you. I was asking about that earlier, Mel. They seem to be a decent hit. I've had some type of hot pepper most of your meals. I got you on that. I haven't had Pizza Hut pizza for 2 or 3 years. When John and Furlow and I went out to eat the afternoon after moving the tanks, morning for us since we were up to about 4 a.m. Okay. Homemade food, yes. My wife says she makes a homemade pizza, but I'm beginning to think it's a lie because I haven't never seen it. That's my theory on that. My top 3 favorite foods: pizza, cheeseburgers, and tacos. Oh, I got to put chili on that list. My wife makes a delicious chili. Love her chili. So that's right up there too. I like me a good chili. Mel says, I think I have a problem. I just ordered more plants with no plan. Mel, just private message me on Discord or Facebook Messenger. I'll give you my address. You could send those over here along with those. Why am I forgetting the name of those cool fish you got? The cute ones. What the hell's it? The one we're messing about. Uh, oh God. What's the name of them, Mel? Sketty's moving tanks, taking her weeks. Pandagars. Yeah, send a couple Pandagars over with those plants. I'll take them. No. Yeah, make room. Send them to me. Hey, Select Pet. Good to see you, buddy. Mad Max says, I judge all pizza places by their pizza margarita. We do like a margarita pizza. Yeah, but I can ask them, but if it doesn't put a pizza in front of me. This is at Mom's a while ago, and we had pizza. I put some hot pepper flakes on them because Mom said they were regular ones. Turns out they were not. They were ghost pepper flakes. Oh, man. That's terrible. I think that was some kind of a sick joke she pulled on you, honestly. I think it's sick. I'd sue. I'd sue her. Sue your mom. Sue your mother over that. I have my husband buy pizza dough from the pizza place to make my own. Oh, yeah. Homemade food's good. Too many to choose just one pizza bratwurst, Alaskan king crab steak, tacos, bacon, cheeseburgers. They're all cooked just right. Oh, yeah. That all sounds good. Although I've never had Alaskan king crab. That's about the only thing I haven't had in that list. Hey, Vinoski, good to see you, buddy. Whip a slice of ham is great on a burger, too. Never tried that. I'll tell you what, when I make my own burgers, what I like to do is I like to smoke them. I'll put the, I think I go with the hickory smoked wood chips. And I got one of them little boxes you put on there, get that smoke going. Man, smoked cheeseburgers, man, that's good. Good Lord. Whew. Two kinds of Boost Dwarf Sag and more Vow. I'm impatient for the runners. I was just having a discussion the other day how Jungle Vow is probably my favorite plant. Split piece soup ham and 2 pounds of bacon, slow cooked. That sounds good, Daniel. My second favorite food is hamburgers. Sporting. Let's see. Select Pet Sport, the shirt, first time today. Whip. That's a conversation now about. Pete Tag said he was coming up. Where is that guy? Been watching too much MD Tanks. Oh, yeah. That'll get you. I don't watch them guys. I really don't keep up with them. John Farmer and all them guys. I really don't stick around with them boys. I don't know. I'm just not an aquascaper. Aquascaping has no, as you can tell, I don't care about aquascaping. I just care about the fish. I like to have the tanks look a little nice. I'm overdue for maintenance in some of them, but I'm not an aquascaper. And here's the other thing. These aquascapers and even us normal people that make your tanks look beautiful, love it. They're sweet. They're great. But I'm the kind of guy that on a fresh snowy morning, you go out and look at your field, your grass, and you got a beautiful, pristine blanket of snow. I have to go out and roll in it and mess it up. These tanks that are the same way, they look so beautiful. I just want to stick my hand in there and go, ah! Yeah. Yeah, me too. Food. I like it all. John want a whip shirt. Does it fit, John? Look okay? Okay. John want a what John you talking about whip? You talking about KG Tropicals John or Johnny No Shoes? What are you talking about, Mad Mix? Under here? I don't see where you see it. Oh, okay. Well, I know you said you're driving, but here's the link to come up, John, and let's all see the shirt on you, brother. If you have it on and you're driving, maybe not. I got you. And anybody's more than welcome to come up, by the way. They may add anything than fish in a water tank. I guess so. I mean, I do throw something together. It just, I'd never call it worthy enough to call it aquascaped. I just throw crap in there where I feel like throwing it in there. Now, I will say this. This 65. This Aqueon light is really causing a lot of brown algae. I clean it. It's back in 2 days. And you can't dial it down. So I might have to diffuse that light somehow. Or so, what the hell was that? Oh, I just got this loud bing in my ear. P-Tag. What up?
Good morning.
I got to turn this down.
How's it going?
Good. Say something else.
Hello? Testing 1, 2.
Wow, you were loud on. I don't know why it's so loud. But that's good. It's
Well,
good. Don't whisper. Good to see you. Took you long enough. Did you have to go to the bathroom first?
No. I was doing my rounds down here in the fish room, so that's why it's taking me a little bit.
Oh, I know why it's too loud. I got jacked all the way up. Say something now.
Hello? 1, 2.
Oh,
Testing
yeah.
1, 2.
That's
Okay.
much better.
But yeah, I was just doing my rounds down here, just finishing up. So, but yeah. 3 favorite foods then you were talking about, right?
Yes.
So pizza is a weakness. I would say I don't eat donuts on like a bunch, like all at once, but I do love going to get a nice big donut, from not even like Dunkin' Donuts, but like someplace local, that actually makes real nice, worthwhile for your money size donuts. And then a third one would have to be just peanut butter, just anything peanut butter related.
I like my peanut butter too. Have you ever heard of Duck Donuts?
No, I haven't.
Well, we got one in North Carolina here. They're good.
Okay.
Up in PA, my favorite donuts were the Amish donuts.
Yeah, I bet they can make a good donut.
Oh my God. You have not had a donut till you've had yourself an Amish donut, my friend.
They're probably like girthy, and have a huge amount of flavor to them. I mean, we're just
instant organism in your pants.
organism, right?
Organism.
That's right. We're not on Rumble. You have to say organism.
Yeah. Joseph, wish I could. Chatting and driving too much already, and Alfred, I got you. I'd rather you just get off, brother, and just focus on driving. I like this idea, Mad Max. Tape. I have some of these black foam things I've got that I've used. But I like
what kind of tape, though? Is it like, is he talking like masking tape?
Probably something that the light can still semi get through.
Yeah, that's more like transparent sort of thing.
Or you could probably just go out and actually buy some of that light diffuser and cut it and set it underneath.
Yeah.
Bulbous Donuts.
All this donut talk makes me want to go get one.
Yeah. Hey, Juanita. Good to see you. Yeah. Yeah, Amish donuts.
You like
Oh,
I like a Big Apple fritter. Those things are really good. Or like a Boston cream.
I love Boston cream.
Yeah.
No, the lights don't get that hot to have that. If we have a light that causes tape to catch on fire, that light needs to go to the garbage. But it's a good thought.
Yeah.
So yes, sir. So you said donuts, peanut butter, and what else?
Pizza, but I'm very precise on like the place that I go to because there's a lot of places I don't care for around here. But if I had to, there's a place called Pizza Oven I really like because they have minced sausage in their pizza instead of like the full sausage, so it's throughout the whole entire pizza, like spread out. Not a huge fan of Pizza Hut. Papa John's is okay. Domino's is awful. It just tastes like cardboard.
Papa John's is terrible.
But I
It's
haven't had
terrible.
Papa John's in a while. But since I got into Pizza Oven, I haven't done Papa John's in a while.
Yeah.
But it all has to do with the sauce. That's really what all comes down to, and how they make their sauce.
Yeah, it does make a difference. Have you ever had, Panera Bread? You got a Panera Bread, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
For a while, they were making this pizza called Margarita Pizza.
yeah, I haven't heard of that. That sounds
Yeah,
phenomenal.
that thing was good. Round Rock donuts are very famous around the country, made in Round Rock, Texas.
Ooh,
Never heard of
we
that.
don't have Brown Rock. We have Dunkin',
We
like
got a
everybody knows.
Dunkin'. Yeah, we got Dunkin'. We've got several of them around here. Krispy Kremes. Yeah, I don't find them that good.
I don't do Krispy Kremes. There's a place that's down where my wife lives, where she's originally from. It's called Rod's Donut Shop, and their donuts are like you actually get a donut that's worth your money. It's only like a little over $1 a piece, but it's twice the size of a donut that Dunkin' Donuts would have.
Yeah.
We'll actually go down there on purpose for an hour drive to go down there just to get their donuts.
Oh yeah, makes sense if it's good enough.
Yep.
This is delicious. So, yeah. Well, what are you getting into today then?
Today, I've had a really long debate about when to add my new fish into my peacock and hat tank upstairs because they're like probably just a week shy of getting out of quarantine. But between today and tomorrow would be a perfect time to do it just because I'm home today and tomorrow and I can be able to monitor the situation if something were to happen, sort of thing. But I really don't like taking fish out of quarantine too early, even though it's been about 3.5 weeks. But that was all my plan today. And then I'm going to watch a Cavs game tonight with my dad and my brother. So
Okay. Yeah, the whole quarantine thing, people are impatient about it, but 2-3 weeks. I mean, I think Corey at Aquarium Co-op recommends months.
yeah,
Because you never know what can come up later.
yeah. It's really like I want to do it, but I really don't at the same time. And there's a reason for it too. Is whenever if you've been following my channel, everyone else who has, long story short, is I'm no longer doing the egg tumblers and the breeding process. I obviously still have all my fish, that are small and growing up. But I just had to make room, for grow outs. But I had moved the males from my breeding tanks into the quarantine just to kind of get them accommodated for a couple weeks before they get all moved upstairs. Um, but there's one fish in particular, and I kind of like I can't see chat right now just because I'm just on my phone. I don't have a computer with me. And I wanted to ask you this too as well, and I don't know if you'd be able to help me with this or not, or anyone in the chat. Is I have a Nagara flametail, and I've gotten him at the OCA, and he's the only one out of the quarantine tank that's not eating a single thing. I mean, he might be eating very, minimal food, but he hasn't like it's been like what 3.5, almost 3.5 weeks, and he hasn't eaten like thoroughly eaten. Like he swims around and he's healthy. He's not looking like he's dying off. But I mean, I've done bloodworms and brine shrimp. I've done flakes. I've done pellets, all Northfin, grill related, extreme. So like I have no idea how to feed this fish. I've actually put medication into food and attached a garlic to it with the whole focus and Metroplex thing, and he's just not eating. So I don't know if he's just stressed because he's not used to the people that's in the tank or not. So
You just
that's
moved him
my
there?
whole huh?
Did he just move to that home?
Like I said, it was from the OCA, so it's been in the quarantine tank with the others for 3.5 weeks.
Can I see him?
Yeah, let me see. Let me walk over that guy. My phone. I stand here. Give me a second. Alrighty, now to switch the camera. Oop.
Let me put you on the big screen.
Settings, camera. Facing front, facing back. There we go. You see it?
And he'll eat. What, he's pretty. He'll eat, but just won't like eat a lot.
Yeah, he'll eat like most of the time he spits all the food out. And like I said, I've done everything from flakes to pellets to live food to doing the Metroplex with Focus and added some garlic to help bind the food with like any other medications. And I don't really know what to do with them. But he's been like this for 3.5 weeks, so he's got to be like eating something at least. But
yeah, if he wasn't
I don't know.
eating after 3.5 weeks. Okay, Raisin Man, good. I appreciate you coming in and have fun at your Christmas play, sir.
But he's always in this corner, so I don't know if he's just stressed because of the other fish that are in here. But he was in a tank at OCA with a ton of other fish, but it was all like him. Like there was a bunch of Nagara flametails that someone was selling in their tank. But there's really not a whole lot of aggression. This yellow one kind of is a little bit, but he's not to the point to where he's bullying anybody. So I'm not real sure if that's why I was thinking of like, well, if I add him upstairs, is that going to help? Because there's a lot more fish in there to kind of like a dither fish sort of feel to it. So, yeah, I don't know.
Well, as he's above that fish, he doesn't seem bothered by that fish.
No.
How long a trip was it to get back from OCA for you?
An hour.
That's interesting. Are they a schooling fish?
No, they are not, that I'm aware of, at least from the information I've looked up.
What is the name of that fish?
It's called a Nagara flametail, Ngara flametail. Okay, I've had one before, but for some reason I just don't have very good luck with them. And I wanted to try it again because it's been kind of like a bucket list fish of mine.
I don't understand.
Google didn't know. Are Nagara flametails a social fish?
Which is surprising, right?
Can you still hear me, buddy?
You can switch us back to not being me.
No, I'm leaving you up on the big screen. Dominant males very aggressive, however they.
But yeah, that's my situation. It's really bizarre. I've never had a situation where a fish doesn't eat no matter what I give it, whether it's live, fake food, or not fake food, but pellets. I mean, so
yeah. Let's see what some people have to say in chat here. Tara says maybe he's lonely and needs another fish like him.
Okay, so I could try that, and maybe because I have one thing I have not done is I tried to target feed him, but then every time I do, because I put food on one side, and I try to target feed him with the garlic and medicated food on the other side, and he'll kind of put it, he'll eat it, but he'll spit it back out. So what I'm debating about doing is putting him in what previously was my fry tank, which is a 20-gallon, and just leaving him there by himself, just see if it kind of de-stresses him and then makes me want him to eat. But then will he get stressed if I put him back upstairs with everybody else when I add everything in? So I don't know. It feels too open in the tank.
But it's not in the Mbuna, right?
No.
So what type is it?
It's a peacock. So they're
open water
generally speaking, open water swimmers. And this thing's probably, maybe 4 or 5 inches. So it's probably close to adult size.
I'm wondering if he just needs some more time to settle in. He is eating. Otherwise, at 3.5 weeks, if he hasn't eaten for 3.5 weeks, he's going to be having some issues, right? He's going to be lethargic, laying around, but he's not. He swims. He looks good. He looks healthy. I think maybe you just don't have a big eater.
Yeah. Have you had one of those fish before to where they just don't eat as much as everybody else, but they still look good?
Yes, I had a couple fish that way.
Okay.
They just didn't eat a lot. I can't remember what the most recent one was, but I had that. I can't remember which fish it was, but I've had that a couple times where they'll just maybe eat like a piece of food and they're good.
Okay.
Most fish are hogs, right?
Yeah.
They'll
Yeah.
eat as much as you put in the dang aquarium. But I actually had fish before that just took what he wanted and left, and everybody else just swarmed.
That's how that peacock and half tank is upstairs. You put food in there, within minutes, everything's gone.
Yeah. Yes, that's how you don't have to really worry about overfeeding them a Boona tank because they're going to tear it all up.
Yep.
And they'll get in every crack and crevice to find it.
Yep. Yeah, they'll dig and get through everything, even if it's the last little speck morsel of food.
Yeah. But that's a beautiful fish.
Oh, thanks. That's why I like them so much, just because of the obvious name of the fish is the flame tail. It's supposed to be really vibrant and that sort of thing. And I really gravitate towards the vibrant blues in fish too. So that's why I like it.
Have you tried to actually go in and get like frozen shrimp from the store and trying some of that? Have you tried frozen krill?
I've done frozen brine shrimp so far.
For Sally's comes in a sheet, frozen krill. You've probably seen it.
Okay.
You can get
Maybe
it
try
like
that.
frozen krill. They basically look like shrimp, but they're krill, and you can break off as big a little pieces as you want. You can defrost it so it's soft, or just throw it right in.
And you just get it from like the grocery store, you said, just to try that?
Well, no, that's actually at the pet store.
Oh, okay.
Sally's frozen krill. It's in the frozen food section. PetSmart is where I found mine.
Okay.
And I
Because the
still
only
got it.
the PetSmart and where's other place? Just there's a local fish store that's not known. It's just one store, but they've only had bloodworms and brine shrimp. They didn't have like frozen krill.
Okay.
So,
Now, why I say try that is just because he seems like a little bit of a different fish. You've tried all kinds of foods that didn't really strike his fancy. Frozen krill, that krill is an acquired taste. I can put a bunch in my Oscar tanks. They'll eat one or two. The rest of them sit. They don't go after it.
okay.
My plecos, I thought this will be great for plecos. Didn't touch it.
Didn't touch it. Okay. That
So
was the only
maybe
thing that I did notice between the garlic and the medicated food, that he did tend to attack it a little bit more, but then he'd still spit it back out. And then when I did the brine shrimp, he did that same thing. So it seems like from what you're saying and what I've gathered too, it seems like I need to keep trying with maybe just the live frozen food.
I would just see what strikes his fancy. You got to learn to fish. If all the other stuff really isn't like making them go like this, try something that tastes different. Try krill. Try the frozen krill. Whip says, I have a flower horn that used to hit the surface so hard he'd breach and grab your finger if you let him, but now he won't eat in front of me. He has to be eating after I leave the room. It's been months and months and he still looks good and healthy. That's cool. It's funny. He must have felt bad.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So what I've actually done a couple times where I'll feed that tank and then I'll kind of peek over to the corner and just kind of look at it, and see what's happening, because it seems to be whenever I'm not around, he's just a shy fish.
Right. Oh, that's fun. Fish, they're neat. They're smart. They're not dumb by any means. They remember things. And in that case, he probably remembered having that interaction with him and it scared him.
Yeah.
And now you don't throw it in and leave, please. If you could just
just one little leaf, man. Just do it. I'll eat it. I promise.
Now we're going to talk about that video you put out.
Oh, the one from last night.
Those top fitting glass tops.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't see how you like them, and frankly, it's disturbing. It's disturbing.
I'm sorry.
There's a set right here, and I have a set for a little 10-gallon aquarium. I have all the pieces on just to make enough room for this filter, right?
Yep.
In the back. And I got the holes. The holes are nice for even potho plants.
Yeah.
And air hoses, like you were discussing. Every time I open this thing, and if I let the lid go back, the whole thing slides forward, and it's cockeyed, and it'll fall in.
Is it have the
side
pieces?
And then I have a hard time getting it back where it sits down in the lip in the front, because those back pieces are catching the back of the trim. It's a fight.
Okay. And it's
I
a
hate
top
them.
fin. It's a top fin fish tank too. I'm assuming, right?
I don't know. This could be Marine Land. Jim
Okay.
Happy Place thinks it's a Marine Land.
Now I
The
don't know. Maybe that could be
Aqueon,
the reason why it doesn't work. I mean, that's just me guessing. Like if I know 100% sure that that tank is a top fin tank, along with the ones I have back here. So that's why I got it specifically for that reason. So that's why it works. That maybe that's the reason why it doesn't work for others because it maybe because like I said, tank dimensions are like they're like a quarter of an inch to an eighth of an inch difference sometimes.
yeah. But
And if
I've
you
tried it.
have that
I've
like
tried it on
open
a.
space, I
I
mean,
tried it. I tried it on different tanks.
okay.
My favorite ones that work on no matter what the hell tank it is Aqueon. I like my Aqueon glass tops.
I've
But
had good luck with them too. There's a lot of lids that say Aqueon on them too. I've bought some from Amazon. I've had top fin. So
yeah,
generally
well,
speaking, I was actually just generally speaking really surprised that they incorporated all that stuff to help you out with it. Um, but
yeah, it's a great idea. But I hate how the glass was purposely designed to not fit the space. You have to use the plastic trim to make it work. And then, but Juanita, you'll have to check out PTAG's new video because Top Fin recently redesigned how they have their Top Fin glass tops. And I
uh,
hate it. PTAG likes it, and we're going to fight about it. Hey, Shirley, appreciate you coming in. Whip, I have the same
Jesse,
problem with his.
it's the does that um, glass top does it have the plastic pieces on the sides as well, or is
Yes.
it just, okay? So that was one thing I think Jose Joy Fish Keeping he commented on it. He was saying, well, maybe they added the side pieces for heaters or wave makers or something because that was one thing I pointed out in my video. That I was like, well, I'm not really sure why they decided to put the side pieces on because maybe that would help if they did not do the side pieces and it would fit your tank or somebody else's tank better because I noticed that like if you don't have those side pieces on it's just the glass is going to fall right through
It
and that's
will.
kind
Yeah.
of like what I think if it's not top fin specific and it maybe not it could possibly not work for someone else's tank whereas my circumstance it worked because I'm obviously using it on a top fin so I guess that
Right.
makes sense.
I don't know. I mean, to each their own. I've had nothing but problems. Hold on one second. I'm not ignoring you. I'm trying to share your channel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if I try to hit chat on here. Oh, there we go. If I hit chat on here, like I can see it. Um, we got 100 mods and no one can drop a link. I can't see us. I can just see the comments, so I can see them rolling through. I just can't see us. But we're kind of like transparent in the background. There we go.
There, I shared it.
Okay. So Dixon says that they have on the Tetra tank. The side pieces make them too large. Driving to dentist family visit will be listening mostly. Thanks, Jose.
And I noticed that Aquatic Moose has been coming to most of my live streams lately, more often. So I got to do this.
I think you posted it already, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm making Aquatic Moose a moderator,
Oh, okay.
but I have to do it through YouTube. You know how that works.
Yep. It's weird that, well, I mean, I guess because since StreamYard is its own thing, it kind of makes sense, but it'd be nice to be able to go through the comments on YouTube and just do it from there.
It would, wouldn't it?
Yep.
When you're going through StreamYard or whatever. I don't know. You know all about it. You were there earlier when I was having issues this morning.
Yeah, that's really bizarre. I mean, I was trying to message you. I was trying to think of there has to be some way to where you can disable, like even you had your webcam, there should be a way to disable the mic on the webcam only by going into your settings on your computer, but I must not have.
Could not find it. I was like, what is going on? I was getting mad. Hey, Jose, appreciate you coming in, buddy. You're going to the dentist. That's all good.
HHD, hello.
Who is in here? Oh, hey, Hoggins. Good to see you. Appreciate you coming in. Yeah, she's all over the internet.
So
Fish in the
Jesse,
house.
what do you think? Should I just keep him in the tank for now, or do you think I should move him into a tank by himself and do the krill and see how that works?
I would leave him sit where he is for now. Let him get rooted in. Let him get comfortable. Try maybe a piece of frozen krill. See if
All
he
right,
likes it. It's not going to go to waste. All your fish will eat that.
but
But if
it's
you don't
krill
have to
because
move
I
them and stress them out even more, I wouldn't stress them out by moving them if you don't have to.
yeah, and
But
moving them back and forth and that sort of
yeah,
thing.
but at
So
the end of the day, maybe you have to do it.
we'll see how this goes. I've liked the idea of kind of like him accommodating to the fish that he's going to be in with permanently, sort of thing. That's why I moved the two males for my breeder tanks in there as well to kind of help him get accommodated.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough call, but obviously he's eating. Again, you just might not have a big eater. Does
It's
does
true.
when that one fish came under him, he didn't seem bothered by it.
Uh-uh.
So is he truly antisocial?
Could be. It's you don't really know that whenever you're in like one tank, but you're selling them with a bunch of other fish because they're just all in there, But when you bring them home, it's a whole different story. The personalities change, the attitudes change depending on the personalities of the fish. So
Yeah. No, wait a minute. I thought. Wait a minute. Let me see something here. I thought aquatic moose was cold. Oh, I always mess that up. Not aquatic. What is cold water aquatic's wife name? Aquatic Ness. So my bad.
aquatic mess.
Yeah. Did somebody say Foxy came in? Or Foxy? Oh, I see. She's talking about Foxy. Okay. Oh, there's my mom. Hey, Mom.
Hello. So what do you have going on today? What's your plans after getting off the live stream?
Try to take over the world, Pinky.
I like it. Good old Animaniacs.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I try not to have too many plans on the weekends.
Okay.
All week long you got nothing but work and obligations. It's nice to have the weekend. I really like my weekends, and of course, I still have to go back to work. I think Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday, right? Well, Christmas is on Wednesday, right?
Yep.
So Monday, Tuesday, I'll get Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off. Of course,
nice.
Saturday, Sunday. And I don't know if I extended that to Monday too. I'll have to look, but nice big. I'm excited, man. We're gonna have a nice Christmas. Got a lot of gifts. Father-in-law is up here for the first time in a lot of years. And of course, my stepson Ryan and his family will be over, so it'll be a little bit of a larger Christmas. We're gonna have lots of good food. It's
Good.
just gonna be a good time. My favorite time of the year, really. I like all year, but at Christmas is just I don't know. There's just something about it that I really enjoy. I always have since I've been a kid.
Yeah.
So lots going on. It's gonna be good.
You have just Wednesday off, and you took vacation for Thursday and Friday for just personal time, or you actually had that scheduled within your work?
Well, no, they give us 2 days paid.
Yeah, my job does the same thing. They give us, I think, Christmas Eve and Christmas, or no, the 2 days, like you said, the day of and after.
Yeah. And then I usually try to extend my holiday with because I always have personal time built up, and I get 3 weeks paid off at this point, and I have a hard time using it.
Yeah, at the end of the year, that's why I've had a lot of time to do videos and live streams and content and stuff, is because these last few months I've just been using vacation time, because if we don't use it, we lose it. So I never use any at the beginning of the year, obviously because I don't have as much build up, but throughout the entire year and even the summertime, I just have this build up vacation time, and I use it at the end of the year, and it's great.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry. Going to work, I've got to do what you're paying me to do. But before I go, I feel the need to tell you I did a thing last night. My kid came up from Kansas. Well, cool whip. Let's see. Nobody has used the spare bedroom and over a room over a year ago. So I set up a 120-gallon tank in there in the middle of the room. That means I had to move it after work. To move it, I had to move a 55 so I could move the 150. Sheesh.
Wow.
And then put a 120 in place of the 150. It was a thing. The red tear is still in a garbage can with a bubbler going. I'll have to. For a minute there, I thought he got mad and threw it away in the garbage.
That's what I was thinking when I first read it. I'm just like, man, it's been a rough day.
See you next time. We appreciate you coming in, buddy.
See
Do
you,
what
Whip.
you got to do. Always appreciate seeing you, my friend. Thanks for getting. Whip, before you go, you don't understand.
Yeah.
Because remember, Whip was saying he hates when people, his pet peeve is when people say that.
Yeah.
That's funny. Let me get back up here. I lost some. What else? Click up. Now you, I don't know. I think we're caught up. It's an interesting story.
Yeah. Do you have
Oh,
any other than your 300 tank that you're going to do mid-year next year? Do you have any future plans? It's going to be like a long process other than your 300.
I do not, and I'll tell you why. I'm 100% happy with what I have here. Um, the 300 is my main concern. Get that fixed. I always wanted to get like a 300-gallon indoor stock tank pond. That's something
Okay.
I wanted to do, but the only spot that I have for it is right in front of the garage door, and I can't take that up because what if I have to work on another tank? It's a great
Yeah.
spot for doing review videos.
Yeah.
And I can't block that door because if we ever have to bring something in from outside. So
Mhm.
what I got is it. There's really no rearranging these tanks to where I can even provide more room. So it is. There's really no future. I don't want any more aquariums, to be honest with you. I got my Dream 300. I just got to get it fixed.
Yep.
Right now, I got a fancy goldfish. I'm still flighting bloat in, dude. When he started getting bloat, fancy goldfish and bloat, it's going to happen. I don't care what you do.
Yeah.
For a week, for 2 weeks, I was giving him the Epsom salt baths every day for like 2 weeks, and every time I would increase the salt and I would increase the time he was in there. It got worse and worse and worse. First time I've ever had Epsom salt work. So I was like,
Uh-huh.
all right, it's time to pull him out and put him in QT. Set him up
Yep.
a 20-gallon long QT tank, stuck him in there. We went with erythromycin. Because I'm at this point, I'm trying to figure out what's causing the bloat. Is it constipation? Is it bacterial? Is it parasitic? What is it? I have to
Yep.
eliminate.
Mhm.
So he went through 2 rounds of erythromycin, did a water change, 2 rounds of general cure, did a water change. And then I put aquarium salt in there and he's been soaking in aquarium salt. And every day I add another tablespoon. Next day, another tablespoon. And this, I'm telling you, he's blowing up to the point that his eyes are up, his scales are out, and he's got them
Holy
white, clear
smokes.
sacs poking out from his sides.
Yeah.
So I came out today and I think it's possibly he might be getting better.
Wow.
And I think it's just due to the fact that I kept adding a tablespoon of salt every day. Every
Okay.
day. I'm going to add another tablespoon today. He is literally got to be sitting in the salinity of the ocean right now.
Straight up
I'm
salt
tr-
water for sure.
I'm trying to get him fixed. I hope I can bring him back. If not, at this point, I have dosed the Epsom salt. I have done for bacterial. I have done for parasitic, and now regular aquarium salt. If at the end of a process like this, if you still have the issue 9 times out of 10, he's having an organ failure, and there's nothing I can do about it. So
Yeah,
I've
I feel like
treated for
that's what.
everything else,
Okay.
you know.
I kind of had a similar circumstance. I had a electric blue Akara die on me and a um, electric blue Jahani Mbuna die on me this week, and it was the same thing. I kept adding, salt and stuff. I don't have the erythromycin, but I did the general cure. I did the Melafix, and I did this table salt like you did too as well. But it almost seemed like the Mbuna was turning around, but then eventually, after 4 or 5 days, it eventually just passed on. I had it for about a year and a half. I think it was like a year and 8 months, kind of think of it. But
Right. It's just sometimes there's nothing you can do. We can try our best. In this
yeah.
case, if he's not getting better, it has to be an organ failure, and there's nothing I can do about that.
I feel like that's what that happened with the Akara because it was close to being full grown, and I had it for quite a while. But there was really nothing wrong with him. He was just slowly. He was doing like a sideways swim for a little bit, sort of thing. So
Yeah, and I don't get attached to fish this way. I'm bummed when they die, but it's not like your cat or dog, right?
yeah,
Um, I'm bummed. But then the other day, it was like 2 days ago, I came in here and checked on him, and I got down there, and he's at the front glass looking at me like this. And I put my finger on there, and he comes up to it, and I'm like, "Oh God!" I
yeah,
It's making me feel bad, and actually, so I'm trying real hard to fix him. And as of today, he might be getting better. I don't know, but I'm gonna add another
Keep
tablespoon of
trying.
salt. I'm trying my damnedest. I don't
Yeah,
know what else to try. Peas have never
I get
worked.
it.
Raw garlic has never worked.
Uh-huh. I get it. I've done a lot of stuff like just like what you have, and sometimes it's like, man, I've done just about everything I can do. Sometimes, like you said, it might just be an organ failure. I mean, I was so shocked. Probably the two things I was most bummed about for losing a fish was the Venusas I lost upstairs because that was the biggest fish that I'd own. But there was no rhyme or reason. I just, you know, the night before he was fine, or actually the morning of, you saw him swimming around and eating just fine. Then I went back later on in the afternoon after he came back from shopping around, and he was just on the ground. Like, what?
What's going on here?
Like, what the heck happened to you? You were just eating fine this morning and running around. And on a side note, the whole tank is like locked because that was
Yeah.
like the tank boss. Because no one bothered him. He didn't bother him, but he kind of like set everyone in line that if someone were to get out of hand, he would kind of get in front of him. It was so neat to watch. But now that he's not there, like everyone's trying to claim that top spot.
Oh
So
yeah, yeah. So
everyone's kind of freaking out.
you had a good tag boss, one that stops fights, not starts.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
amazing to watch. But then, of course, my other one, I'm sure people have already get sick of hearing is my heater failure. But those are the two things that was like, man, I felt so bad. And but other than that, it is what it is.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. I don't care who you are, man. Just like I've lost several fish lately. Remember that angelfish I was talking about that has been that way? He finally passed,
Okay,
which was good. He needed to go. I lost my last beta. Well, found him finally the next morning, and the cherry shrimp were working on him. So I lost my last beta. I lost the angelfish. Uh, I had bought 4 Oscars, if you remember. The albino died not long after, but I just recently
well,
lost another one of those not long ago. So I only have 2 of them. I think the other ones were beating them up
okay,
because he had a pretty good gash. So I put the stress coat in there and I made sure their bellies were full, but I think they stressed them out. I pulled them out and put them in this like tannin filled vacation tank, the Petco tank to help heal. He died in there.
okay.
Um, lot of fish loss as of recent, and now I'm working on this fancy goldfish. It's like when it rains, it pours.
Yeah, I get that.
The puffers, the betas, the gouramis, and goodies hit the hardest for me in that order. The personality, yeah. And some of them you do get a little attached to some of these fish at times. They have some of them with the great personalities, and
Yeah,
fancy goldfish are great. They have a goldfish period have great personalities, and it's easy to get attached to some of them. But like these big Oscars over here, like I like them a lot, but I just don't have that attachment. I don't share it. When they die, I feel bad. They get thrown over the fence in the back.
you just let the animals take care of them because of that large of a fish.
Yeah, I don't flush fish. I don't play that game. Any fish that dies, it gets thrown out in the woods,
Okay.
just out the back. I'm bummed, but it's not like I lost one of these birds or one of these a dog or a cat.
Yeah.
That'll take me out for a
That's
month. Like
different.
I
It's a
need to
different
call
thing.
work off for a week when that happens.
Yeah, I'm gonna call off and be like, oh man, my fish died. I gotta take some time to grieve.
I just don't have that attachment. But sound like Corey. I don't know if you watched that video when his Mabu puffer died. Dude, he was tore up,
Really.
like crying on camera, talking about it. Yours like,
From Aquarium Co-op?
yeah, you never seen that video he put out when his original Mabu puffer died.
Was that how
Uh,
recent was that?
what was the name? It was years, some years now, but what was the name of his first Mabu puffer? That was the poster child of us. What's the one now?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
He has a Mabu puffer now, but Hank. But there was a one before it. Oh, he's all tore up, dude. He's like all tore
Really?
up. You
See,
have to look that
I
up.
would never get that emotional. Like I said, the two that I've lost, it's kind of like you're bummed, but you're never like, I'm not gonna get exaggeratedly obsessed or exaggeratedly over, drawn by it,
Yeah. uh, Just lost my biggest discus this week. I think that we are was strutting for a female, was tossing eggs, and think he hit the glass too hard. Oh man. That's one thing I love about Oscars. I watched that big beast right there get freaked out and fly into a piece of big dragon stone I had in there. I mean, this is a heavy piece of dragon stone. When he hit it, it didn't move head on. And I seen him do the same thing running into the glass head on. He just turns around, goes sit down, shakes it off, and he's fine. Like, how did you not die from that? He jetted full speed and hit something head on, then still lived.
That's insane. Those things are hardy, aren't they?
Oh, I love my Oscars. They're beasts. They're just freaking beasts. He's been sulking in the back. I got maintenance to do. I have so much. I got not so much, but I got shit to do. I keep putting it on.
I did a lot of maintenance this week and did a lot of different changes, small changes here and there. So it was busy for me this week, but I'm glad I got it all done finally.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice when you get it all done. And that, which goes hand in hand with what you asked me before. Another reason why I don't want more. And Mike Loves Life was talking about it with you on your live stream the other day. I'm at my point where I want to be, to where anymore it's going to be a chore and not going to be fun. This is enough. And I actually could stand to reduce some tanks, to be honest with you, and be even happier. But I will have no more than I got now. I don't want it. It's too much work.
Yeah, and that's, you got to have that balance. And me and Mike were talking about that too. Is if you don't have that balance of being able to not cross over that line of being where it's work and not fun, then there's no point in doing it.
Exactly. And that's where I don't want to get.
That's why I just got my breeding tanks.
Yeah. Yep. Just some nice tanks you like to call, and convicts are doing good. I love this 65. It's a beautiful tank. But anymore, no thanks. Especially when I get that 300 going.
I
don't want no more than what I got. One, I don't really have the space for it.
Nope, me neither.
And two, I just don't want to spend an entire day doing tank maintenance.
Yep.
I want to get up early in the morning, start it, and be done by noon.
Yeah, that's one reason why I'm getting rid of my small tanks. That's why I'm like I've had like a long series of getting rid of all my small tanks and just having my 2 tanks. That's my goal. A lot less work.
Murphy.
Not that I don't enjoy what I'm doing, but I have that line to where it's like, if I keep doing this, I'm going to run out of room.
Exactly. And Murphy, I think Sketty's right. I think that first Mabu puffers, his name was Murphy. Look it up.
Murphy.
He cries about it on camera. And like years later, he had it frozen, put in his deep freezer till he could bury it. And last I seen, he still hasn't buried it. Like,
oh my God.
Oh my God, was he tore up about it. But it's a fantastic story. He talks about it from beginning to end. And, but oh my God.
So one thing that
you'd have thought he lost his sister or something like that. That's how bad he was.
So if you have like a fish that lasts 20 plus years and you've had it since it was, I don't know, an egg or a baby or whatever, and you grow it up all the way and it lasts a full life. The most extreme that I would get to, like if I really like that one fish, like a frontosa as an example, I wonder if you could do like a taxidermist and just kind of like mount it or something sort of thing.
I bet you could do that. I mean, you can do it with anything. I mean, don't they do it with some fish already? Like when people have trophy fish?
Yeah.
Some people get them on the wall or whatever.
So I'm sure you could do it that route. But that would be the only extreme that I would go to. It would be kind of neat, but I wouldn't be like emotional about it. I'd be like, oh, that was one of my favorite fish of mine. So I thought I'd get him mounted.
Oh, I'm not speaking any shade on him. To each their own. He was very attached to that fish. I get it, but I was so surprised to see how much. Murphy was the Mabu at the store, and Ladybird was the one in the fish room. Okay. But he was super attached. I watched that thing. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm an animal lover, man. I don't want to see any. You're talking to a guy that's literally saved a drowning fly out of a toilet because I felt bad for it.
Yeah.
That's me. So I like any living thing. I don't like to kill anything. Spiders, I hate them. But if they're outside, okay. They're in the house, they got to go.
Yep. Spiders, we got every year, and we live in an older house that's been remodeled, but we always, to this day, still get stink bugs in our house, even in the wintertime.
Yeah, dang, stink bugs.
Yeah, every few days we'll see one crawling up the wall, and of course my daughter will be like, yuck. Should go get a Kleenex or a paper towel and I'll just take care of it.
Yeah. Pepin says his original puffer he was talking about was not Murphy. Okay. I think it was Hank. I think. Yeah, and then you get fish to eat out of your hand. That makes it even worse. But that's cool. Just like Melon or Pandagaras and
Yeah.
tank busted almost cost him. Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, I seen that video too. 10 years ago. I put one of my discus a few days back. Wait a minute. I put one of my discus a few days back. A discus in resin as a project, not out of attachments. Okay. So I'll tell you what, man. I think I'm gonna get off here. It's been an hour and a half. I jump off here, get some more coffee, and go to the bathroom.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do some stuff with the family before I go to the game tonight. But thanks for having me on here.
Thank you for coming up. Appreciate you.
Yep, you're welcome. Well,
I gotta get figured something out with this live streaming process, man. I've changed so many times. You have to be willing to adapt because StreamYard's my favorite, but they want too much money.
like StreamYard. It's so upsetting to see that they've raised the price on that. It's like it's astronomical. They charge that much money just to be able to stream to a couple platforms.
Yeah, at that point, it's like I'll just do free and forget it and go to one.
Yeah.
I don't think that I'm going to see such a massive change in my views by streaming to two that it's worth it.
Yeah.
And then I say to myself, if that's the case, I might as well just go live through the YouTube app. But the only thing I don't like about it is you can't bring people up on the fly.
Yeah, like we're doing now. It's nice to be able to do this.
So that's why I forget about that and do something like StreamYard. I was doing Restream, which is cool. I've done Streamlabs. I've tried them all except for OBS, but I hear you have more troubles with that than it's good.
OBS is a huge learning curve, and I have not used that for a while, so I have to relearn it almost completely because it's been over a year since I've used it.
Yeah. So what I'll probably do is just because I do want to do some lives on Rumble, but I think what I'm going to start doing is maybe just stick with StreamYard free version to go to YouTube.
Yeah.
And then I'll say, hey, if you guys want some more in-depth, spicy, free range, free talk, I'm going to do a live stream over here at Rumble. Come on over, type of thing.
That's part of what I'm going to end up doing is just keep using StreamYard, using the free version once this trial expires for me. But it's nice to have the exposure with Facebook, and it's nice to be able to show that on people's newsfeed of me being on there. You don't get the watch hours, but generally speaking, within my channel as a whole, I'm only getting maybe 2 to 3 people at a time, watching it on Facebook or commenting on Facebook. So it's really if I lose that, it's not going to be detrimental to my channel by any means. So it's not a big deal, really.
I wonder if it's more feasible to just stream to your YouTube channel, because if people want to see you, they're forced to not be on Facebook to do it. They have to come to your YouTube channel. So
I'd rather post it, because I always, whenever I go on Facebook, I always, it's obviously streaming right now, currently both Facebook and YouTube, but I'd rather them go to YouTube to get some more of that watch hours in and that sort of thing. And I always post my live on Facebook anyway, so it's just as easy as clicking right there, and you open up and it's there, boom. Not that hard.
Yeah. Oh, what did he say? What did Ryan say here? I seen that day before. I thought about it. I said, well, we'll put him in solo tank, but I think he's talking to somebody else. Oh, yeah, he's talking to Jose. Well, cool, man. Yep, I'll let you go. Appreciate you hanging out with me and talking with me, and we'll catch you on the flip side. I'll get something figured out, and we're going to do it. StreamYard does seem a lot more streamlined. I have noticed with Rumble, it's very glitchy. It has issues. It's not a very smooth operator.
Yeah.
And StreamYard is actually smoother than Restream. Restream's cool, but it's got its buggy and delayed, and it's So I'm probably gonna end up just sticking with StreamYard, like I said. And
it's more user friendly. It's been the best one for me so far.
It is. Swip says the multi-platform thing doesn't translate platform to platform. I had an IG short blow up. The same short did nothing on YouTube. Oh, exactly. But I'm not talking about making content and I'm just talking about live streaming to multiple platforms at once. But I will say they are right. I do get a lot. It used to be. Jim's getting a lot more viewers on Rumble than he ever did on YouTube.
That's what he was saying. I remember.
However, I have the opposite problem. I get more you guys coming in on YouTube. I think my last stream had up something like 30 some 31, 32 people on here. That's the most I ever had.
Yeah.
So I don't really have that issue with.
Yeah, I find more viewers on here so far. As opposed to Facebook, that's the only experience that I have. So I'm just gonna stick with it for now. It's working.
Yeah.
So
Mhm. So cool. Well, that's it. I'm going to jump off here. Next live stream, hopefully I'll have it sorted out. I won't have such a nightmare, and I'll have a little bit more planned and a topic
yeah.
going. So,
All right, Jesse. Well, you take care. See you, everyone. Have a good day.
you too, buddy.
All
Have a
right,
Merry
later.
Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas.
I'll see you guys later as well. I gotta get a live streaming platform consistent. I might just stick with StreamYard. So my intros and outro videos are there, and I got my channel membership shouted out. I got to do something, stick with it, be consistent, and so we'll get it figured out. So thank you guys, appreciate y'all coming in, and be safe. Merry Christmas, and we'll see you out in the field.